Hi, my name's Haroon Akram Lodi, and I'd like to invite you to read my article, The Ties That Bind, Agroecology and the Agrarian Question in the 21st Century, in the Journal of Peasant Studies. My motivation for writing this article was to try and deal with a long-standing tension in critical agrarian studies. On the one hand, there is a long tradition in agrarian political economy that only large-scale capital-intensive farming can develop the forces of production so as to both feed the world and create the preconditions of a post-capitalist future. On the other hand, small-scale petty commodity producers are at the forefront of the global resistance to the capitalist world food system, continually challenging relations of production that subordinate them. This tension, then, was what the article tries to resolve. It does so by firstly arguing that a resolution of the agrarian question does not necessarily require the general triumph of capitalist farming. Indeed, at the end of his life, Marx himself suggested that small-scale farming could be part of the transition to a new mode of production if those farmers were supported by the state and by technological developments that did not favor the interests of capitalist farmers. Second, the paper argues that the empirical evidence suggests that, contrary to popular belief, capitalist agriculture is not developing the forces of production. Third, the paper argues that contemporary agroecological farming is a knowledge-intensive form of production that can maximize the productivity of energy flows, which, it is argued, are absolutely central to the development of the productive forces. Taking these points together, I suggest that the terms and conditions by which the contemporary agrarian question can be resolved is through an agroecological agrarian transition. Thus, the agrarian question and agroecology are bound together as two critical aspects of a post-capitalist future that is being politically built by rural social movements of resistance in the present. I invite you to read The Ties That Bind, Agroecology and the Agrarian Question in the 21st Century.